Mimi yangu ni sio mengi man. Me, I just want to say there's something about Ruto. That guy, there's something. He's mad. You know, he's just old, and because the records are there. This guy has been fighting with Raila through time, you know, for this freedom of speech, and now he forgets. Now he thinks he's I don't know what to say, but all I can say is we are dealing with people in government who are not normal. They're not right mentally. All of them. There's no one special. My name is Love Modiambo, but I do not see anyone right now. These guys can fool you. They'll fool you. Tomorrow, next year, you'll find that the guy is in a different position based on where he's positioned, you know, and where his interests are. And it's quite unfortunate that all this has to happen at the cost of interests. No one is looking at why do we have to make Kenya better? Why do you have to fight for the next generation? Well, they are very stingy. They are fuckers. You know what I mean? To us, man. Retards. By the end of the day, Mungu alali. You know, they are the same God they go and pray in churches for, and they pretend they feel like they're doing good in front of God. God is always there. Nothing lasts forever. Nothing. He will not make a dynasty. There's no way he can do so. He's already tarnished anything he's doing. And I'm saddened by, sorry to say, Francis, the guy who just spoke a few minutes ago. I've never come across him, but yeah, hearing him say about on the 25th of June about guys going back home. Bruh, well, why were you? You get me? Like, that's instigation in the sense whereby being still a politician, and sadly you see in his profile he's going for the Embakasi seat or whatever he's doing. But those are not words you spew in terms of when the movement is going on. Yeah, I'm disappointed, I'm angered, but at the end of the day, guys, we will not lose. God is with us. God is with us. The power is with us. Thank you so much. Those are the only words I have to say, and God bless you.
Thank you so much.
Asante.
Relax. I think this Kinkai guy has been here for a while. Let the guy talk.
Hey, good evening, guys. I hope I'm audible.
Go ahead.
So,
Go ahead. When you're
mine
given a
is
chance
just
to proceed.
thank you, Cyprian. Thank you, Milton, for this opportunity. And what I'll just want to tell you guys, I think you've seen what the government is coming back to. You've seen what the president has called this movement to be. You've seen likes of Akina Osoro. You've seen the whole thing coming back. It's like they thought this movement has died. So I like how it's been about JKIA from the time we started pushing this thing. This time round, there's been no diversionary, despite the fact we saw it in the morning, guys trying to divert our attention from the main agenda, just like we did on 25th, and we said that we are occupying parliament. Let us push this, let us go out there, let us occupy the JKIA, and tomorrow, guys, let's have our phones, let's have our cameras. Take any, if you see any plainclothes police cops, if you see anyone being arrested and you are in a position to take the videos, kindly do it. As much as this movement is concerned, I'm so happy. This is the only time that we can save our country. This is not about us. This is about our generations to come. And guys, let me tell you, if this guy is going to come back and take over, guys, we are in for a big shit. Huyu jamani ule mse atatumaliza kabisa, and he is not going to give a fuck about it. So guys, tujitokeze kesho. About guns, ukiona mse hapo hivyo si wasewe, maybe if you are, I don't want to bring in this issue of big wig or small wig, but if you think like maybe your information cannot reach a bigger audience, You can reach out to a big wig like Jelani has said. You can reach out to the likes of MJ, likes of Nyakundi, likes of Milton. You can tag them. You can tag them. You can inbox them so that this thing goes viral. I love the spirit, guys. Let's keep pushing.
Thank you.
Let's do this. We will not have any other chance. Thank you, Milton.
Thank you,
Thank
Kai.
you, Cyprian.
Owala, you can speak. You've been here for some time.
Thank you so much for this space. I've really been waiting for this chance. I will be very straight to the point. One, the way forward is Ruto must go. And why does Ruto have to go? Because our call is for good governance. And we all know as we speak that Ruto and good governance are mutually exclusive. These are things that cannot coexist. So Ruto has to resign. The Constitution provides for the president to resign, so nobody should tell us that we are going to unconstitutional measures. The Constitution does not say that the resignation has to be voluntary. We can push him to resign. The bottom line is once he resigns, we can proceed with our country and have other presidents who can actually do what we want. Next, his call for peace, Ruto calling for peace, is inconsequential. Why is it inconsequential? Because Kenyans, we have peace. We are very peaceful. What we want is justice. And we realize that justice cannot be with Ruto in the same sentence. So he has to go. Tomorrow, let us come out in large numbers. Our security is in numbers. This has been reiterated by a lot of people. Let us come out in large numbers. The moment we are out there in large numbers, we will overwhelm these people and we will be at JKIA. And I agree with what Gaito said earlier. Let us occupy this time. It's not time to visit like we've been visiting places and going back home. Let us occupy because we want something. And let us ensure that before we leave the battleground, we have whatever we have. If unfortunately some of us, it's a revolution, so definitely it can't be bloodless. If some of us remain there, if I remain there, I have no regrets and nobody should have any regrets about this because we are all adults and we know what we want. This is the only chance we have to get good governance and we have to take it. I am done. Tupatane kesho JKIA.
Thank you so much, Owala. I'll go to Stephen before I move to the lady Maj. It's called Maj Ralph. So let's go to Stephen. Stephen, you can talk. You've been here for some time.
Good evening, Cyprian, Milton. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Mine is to tell everyone that it's upon us to deliver this country. Ruto, we gave him a chance, or he was given a chance. This has been 2 years of complete looting. He brought ministers who became billionaires, gave us fake fertilizers, and the parliament of dogs went ahead and sanitized. So we have not trust in that parliament. We have not trust in the presidency because he has even gone ahead and stirred the water by bringing again people like Chill, people that somebody goes in UK and says, I gave money to Chill. He is convicted in UK. In Kenya, he is still being appointed and appointed. We are fed up. We want clean governance. And none of these politicians, old, because all of them are cousins. Either they have dipped into those pockets and taken our money. We are fed up. We need a clean start for this country. Thank you so much. Tuko pamoja sana. Tupatane.
Thank you.
I know there are so many people on the queue. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Maj. You can proceed. Let it not be more than 2.5 minutes so that others speak. I don't want it to be like those are the biased spaces where people don't get chances to speak.
Thank you so much. I hope I'm clear. I just want to be very brief because people have spoken a lot. I want to point out just a few things. Point number one is the misinformation that's going on online. And so there are people who come up and actually present, information and say, this happened. But others tend to dismiss them without giving counter evidence. At this point, I would like to point out that days ago, Miguna talked about people being murdered and cremated. So far, people have told him that he's lying, but nobody has presented evidence against what he's saying. So yesterday in the space, somebody also confronted him with that, and he said, everyone who feels they have a different information, they should really bring it. And I think this is important because if we dismiss without evidence, we risk even losing lives out there, but people will not be knowing what's going on. Point number 2 is about the missing people. Of course, I saw that Gilani has talked about it, but I've been receiving also a lot of information about people who are missing. And so my point is that there's no coordination. We need to have that. Point number 3 is manipulation that even the politicians are doing while they use the Constitution. I'm going to point at Article 146 of the Constitution that actually tells us what happens when the office of the president is vacant. Obviously, the first point is that the VP, the deputy president, takes over. And that is a fact, whether this deputy comes from Mount Kenya or not. But we find that some opposition politicians are trying to use it and say the mountain is doing that. No, that's a division. That's the fact how the constitution is, whether the deputy would come from Mount Kenya or, let's say, Mount Elgon. But again, for those who are asking for Ruto to resign, be aware that if only Ruto resigns, the deputy president actually takes over until the end of the term. So if you want both of them to go, you should be calling for both of them to go. That is when Wetangula will take over and call for elections after 60 days. So that's clear. Let me rush to the next point. Yeah, the next point is about...
Can you summarize?
Yes, I'm summarizing. I had questions from people on the ground, and they were saying they were attacked by police in Nakuru, and they felt like arming themselves. I want to really tell the population they are not to arm themselves against the police, because you're going to be giving them power to oppress you further. And the last point is about another person who asked us if they could occupy private businesses. I would like to really call against this, because this is going to cause a lot of divisions. We're not fighting our own citizens. We are really fighting for the good of the citizens. So that having been said, I thank you so much, and just like to tell you that on Thursday I'm going to be hosting Cherera 4, the ex-commissioners. So if you have questions for them, you can come over. Thanks, Cyprian. Thanks, Milton, and thanks everyone for the opportunity. And when you go out there, stay within the laws and don't make yourself a target.
Thank you, Maj.
Yeah.
I saw Wilson Ogweno here. I don't know where he has disappeared to. I think Daktari can speak.
Okay, thank you so much. Nitajaribu kubonga fast and nitabonga pia Sheng kidogo. So for those who can't understand Sheng kidogo, I'll try to explain, but I'll be fast and brief. Bro, I'm a businessman Gikomba. And just summary, bro. Tangu Ruto akam kwa kiti. I'll just be brief, bro. Niko na hasira more by the I don't know. I can punch this phone. I can fuck everything. Fuck business. Fuck the government. I just don't know what to say, but I will summary. Before Ruto comes to be a president, bail was costing her 6,000 shillings. Right now, if you go to buy a pair of shoes, it will cost you 15,000 shillings, double the price. The bail that used to cost 18,000 shillings is costing 25,000 shillings. For right now, you cannot buy one pair to go and sell. You cannot buy 2 pairs and go and sell. Things are tough, bro. The businesses are closing down. The rent are getting high. Gikomba is burning, and people are buying the lands to set up a building whereby people they want people to go there and pay rent. How are you going to pay a rent of 40,000 and you sell Crocs? What the fuck are you telling me? You want me to pay a rent of 40,000 shillings and I'm selling Crocs at an open air market? Bro, that's a fucking shit. That's one. 2, about abductions, bro. My friend Clinton was abducted on Tuesday, right? As he was demonstrating. He was taken to court on Friday. He was denied cash bail. He is now there at industrial area. People are working hard to, I always go there to check on him, 1 to 3, but he has been told until have another court. But I think people are trying to go to some lawyers to LSK, are trying to go there and get some help. About occupying JKIA, bro. Guys, this is the time. Don't sleep. Don't sleep, guys. Bro,
Doctor, you seem to be losing you. Your internet isn't stable. I'll not remove you as a speaker. I'll wait for you to come back so that you can complete your statement. In the meantime, Honorable Wilson, proceed. Wilson, if he's not getting me clearly, then
Can I continue?
Daktari,
Yeah.
your internet is having an issue. Try and proceed so that I can hear it on this side.
Okay, are you getting me?
Your network is having a problem, so that's another issue. Achieng, you can proceed.
Hi, Milton. I'll be short and thank you for the opportunity. First of all, I have one point, but I just want to corroborate what Daktari has said. Tangu Ruto ingie kwa kiti, biashara imekuwa ngumu. Personally, I'm an entrepreneur, niko na duka hapo Moi Avenue. Clearing has become problematic. Logistics companies are closing down. They can't afford the taxes they're paying. They're being asked for. We can't afford also to pay what they're asking for, and then to bado tununue mizigo, dollar rate, rent, as in things are just becoming too thick. Number two, Marge spoke and she said that when we say Ruto must go, it's like we're fronting Gachagua. No, I just want to corroborate her. I don't think when we say Ruto must go, we mean that Gachagua should remain. When Ruto must go, anaenda na Gachagua yake, and if we feel competent enough in the speaker to hold the election, sure. But what people don't know, the government is made up of three arms: the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary. Our CJ is a president, by the way. I'll just leave it out there. And what's my point of the day? There are these abductions and everything. My mom actually told me to bring this out to you guys. Mkiona wenzenyu anabebwa wako na plain clothes, let's rally together and stop that. You know, if you have 10 people and 2 people are trying to abduct somebody, we can clearly overpower them, and you ask, why are you taking somebody? But if people are being abducted and tunaangalia, tuna watch and tuna record and then we put it to Twitter, it's more detrimental. If tunaweza kuwa na hiyo spirit ya sisi kwa sisi, ukiona mtu amekujiwa pia nyinyi mnakujia, mnatetea mtu wenyu, the power of the numbers. That's all I just want to say. Don't see somebody being abducted and you just watch. Let's move in groups and let's turn out in big numbers. That's all I'd want to say. Thank
you so much, Achieng. And guys, let's not leave anyone behind. Whenever we get a chance, when someone is being taken away, let's shout. I saw someone being abducted in town and people were shouting. They threw the car with stones and the guy was left. Yeah? The only people who should be abducted are terrorists. We are not terrorists. This country belongs to us. Hii nchi ni yetu. We are the shareholders. Leave alone the Gashagua's stupid speeches. Fuck him. Honorable Wilson, go ahead.
Milton, can I just interject 1 minute? And guys, historically, this is what helped South Africa. South Africa, when people were being taken away, the only thing that helped them in their movement is they stood for each other. If you see somebody being abducted, if you see somebody being beaten, you come up and you stand up with that person because we are together in this. Ukiacha mtu watatuua, watatucremate. The cremation thing is also a thing. Let's not dispute rumors without facts, okay? That's all.
Exactly. Before Wilson proceeds, I wanted to say this, or I want to say this. You guys, if you stop this, these guys will start picking you one by one. They'll kill all of you. Yeah, that is it. Proceed, Wilson.
Thank you so much, Milton. Thank you so much, Nyakundi, and everyone that is in this platform. I'm kind of pissed off. I want to start by, for example, what happened the other day on Thursday. There's this gentleman who was running against the police. Police was going the other direction. He was going the other direction. Then the gentleman was shot at the head. I don't know whether it was the tear gas canister or the live bullet. And other protesters were just passing by. They were like assuming that's very, very wrong. That's very, very bad. Let's be our brother's keeper when we are out there on the streets. Let's make sure always at all cost we are brother's keeper. For example, you see somebody, you can easily notice that this is a suspicious person, meaning is a police officer in a plain cloth. These people, you should do away with them. If we are not with them, then they should not be with us. Because whatever we are doing, we are not only doing it for ourselves, but for the entire nation. Now, we have those who always thinking about their stomach. A good example is somebody called John Badi. In a time like this, people should come together for the betterment of the nation. But if you hear how this very crook guy speaking, he's not thinking about himself. He's not thinking about the Kenya we live in. He's not thinking about anybody, but he's thinking about only something called stupidity. Because there's at times we put all our differences together to work towards the achievement of our good will of the nation. The guy just wants for his stomach. Why? Why? My friend, if you know what is right, if you don't act, they'll give you something that is wrong, and that thing will oppress you. For the first time in the history, we are having a very, very important and comprehensive issues that we are settling as a nation, as a country, especially what is coming forth tomorrow. JK is the best place to attack, and we are not attacking. We are taking over. Taking over, meaning you are taking back what is rightfully belongs to you, not what belongs to them. What belongs to you. We gave the presidency an opportunity to lead this nation, but it seems that the presidency, not leave alone Ruto might also be under pressure that he may not be able to control. It's the presidency that we are talking about. The presidency, we are talking about the Kachagwa, the Nance, and all those taka. Because they have been overwhelmed. They don't know what to do it, how to do it, because if these are the people that even if you sit with them, you give them the advice, the moment you leave, that thing dismisses. It sublimes to appear somewhere else, you see? Meaning you can never help them. I've seen these people, we've sat together, we've given different ideas, but they don't reenact on them. Oh, the JKI once again. For those who are coming from Olongo, Kitegel, and all those areas, you have a better chance because you not only need to come through the JK gates, no, you come through the Syokimau, the Katani area, you can spill like rain. For those who are coming from Kayole, Embakasi, the entire Embakasi, the entire, how do we call it, Kasarani, you don't need to go all the way. You can just peel it. You'll go because you have that power. You'll go. For those who are coming, my brethren, from Pipeline, and those who are coming from Tao and all those areas, my friend, you don't need any gate. It's you to make that gate. If you don't make that gate, no one will come and make for you that gate. My brethren, let's be our brother's keeper and do what somebody somewhere will always live to regret. That I knew because I got an opportunity to rectify this, but I did not. There's something called procrastination. Is a thief of time. Let that not be our case. Our case is totally different. We are the young generation, and it's upon the young generation to take control over this nation. My friend, don't be this. My friend, if you know what is rightfully yours, you don't beg. For example, my boys have never come and beg for me for anything. They command. Then why do you want to beg? You don't need to beg. Say what is rightfully yours is yours. I know a good number of my guys here. Some of them are presidential advisors, some of them in the presidency. My friend, you are the main problem of this nation, because you are always like, thank you, sir, or affirmative, sir, thank you, sir, affirmative, sir. My friend, have that mouth to say no when it is no, and say yes when it is yes. Why do you have to say no when you know it's yes? Then why do you have to say yes when it is no? You are killing yourself and your generation, and you'll live to regret this day. So kindly, please, guys, you know what you want. I don't know what
Thank
you
you
want,
so much.
but I know what you
Thank you
want.
so much, Brother
Thank you
Wilson.
so much, Milton, and everyone. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Let's meet tomorrow.
Ekoroi blog.
Thank you very much, Nyakundi, for organizing this space. This is a Koroi blog. Also, thank you, Milton, too, for agreeing to co-host this. You're doing very important thing for the nation. I'm going to talk about why tomorrow is important, and I'm going to talk about this from the lens of public sector impunity that has emboldened corruption in the private sector that has pressed use for too long. Take, for example, man will be to address a common enemy, and I think this is the time, tomorrow is the time that youth have been told always that they can create jobs, they can be entrepreneurs. Yet there are so many blocks, there are so many roadblocks that are put on their path towards achieving this. But I want just to target one company, the company that you know that actually also try to stifle your protest and our protest and our liberation. This is Safaricom, the rogue telco. I hope and strongly believe we will be successful in our effort to rid ourselves of corruption, Kenya politician, and in turn also clean the private sector. Why do I say this? Like about 2015, Safaricom founded, actually launched a Zindua portal, ostensibly to get creative tech ideas from the youth, promising them partnerships. However, we fast forward to 2020, things had gone south, and as it emerged that Safaricom had stolen all the good intellectual properties. And what is intellectual property? This actually, according to the WIPO website, it says that these are creation of the mind, such as invention, literary and artistic work, design and symbols, names and images used in the commerce. So an intellectual property is supposed to earn you something. But then Safaricom, having reached intellectual or creative monopoles, just launched in 2015 a Zindua portal where people were supposed to send their creative ideas, but then when they sent, it was stolen. But I don't say that all the creative ideas are actually intellectual property. I just narrowed to around 3 that were actually big, and they were done by the youth, and they would have created a lot of jobs for the youth in this country. But Safaricom, as a stifler of innovation in this country, has continued to also threaten this youth. I have evidence of also being threatened for talking about this, and this today is where I'm actually even talking about publicly. One of the most promising intellectual property was by this guy known as Anyona Obutu. Actually went to Safaricom and made the one that actually now you have where, yes.
Oh, proceed. You are having a network issue, but proceed.
Sorry, I'll move.
Conclude,
For me,
please,
yeah, I'm concluding. So maybe I'll make it short. So Safaricom stole some very good intellectual property, like for this one that you now have, that somebody cannot register a number with your ID, and it will bring a alert on your phone that is on, and then you'll refuse or agree. So this was something that was done by Anyona Obutu, and then after about 8 months of having presented to Safaricom, we are but after Anyona went to complain, there was a DCI poster, wanted by DCI poster, that was created for him, a fake one actually. So you see, Safaricom stifling innovation from the youth, stealing them, that was just one. And then threatening him actually with a wanted by DCI poster that was fake. I'll talk about that much, but I was also threatened for exposing these things on the blog. And the other one is there was this M-Pesa iTab. It was also stolen. M-Shwari, if you go back, it was also stolen. There are many more that have been covered on that blog. So when the youth actually go out tomorrow, you're not going actually to fight only government impunity. It's the government impunity that has emboldened the Safaricom and the other private sector. Actually, Safaricom, Kenya Bankers, Equity Cooperative, all these guys, they have blood on their hands. They stifle innovation. Youth lack job. Then they stand in forums and say, you can be entrepreneurs, and yet they put roadblocks, and then they threaten us with police, and then they track us, and then they kidnap us and kill us. Shame on them. We want a good country. So tomorrow go out and protest to have your country back. If you kill the public sector impunity, the private sector will actually align and actually do the right thing. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Simply fuck Safaricom. They are avoiding a lot of things. So let's go to Leroy. Leroy, you've been here for a while. Speak, guys. Let's at least keep time. Hii kama zile zingine wenye watu wengine ndo wanaongea. I want people to talk. So many people. So 2 minutes unajitoa. Panga point zako before nikupe time. Ndio usianze I think, I want, Leroy, proceed.
Thank you, Milton. Thank you, Cyprian, as well for hosting this space. First of all, condolences to our fallen comrades, to their families, their loved ones. You know, we won't forget them at the end of this. For me, I think it's good to first of all say that I'm a millennial, and I feel like the millennials have really let the Gen Zs down, especially when it comes to this particular protest. I think there's so much that we can do in terms of support. And also maybe for those millennials who are corporates, I think most people fear that they might be victimized in one way or another, even end up losing their jobs. But I'm hoping that that we can see Gen Zs are losing their lives, losing your jobs over speaking up when it comes to a government that has failed us should be top of the priority. And even the different corporates should be able to embrace, because we are speaking up. They have different speak up policies, and yet this is the ultimate one when it comes to calling out our government. So for me, I think millennials, especially those ones who are in corporate, please kindly ensure that people are able to participate in this protest in one way or another, even if it's just encouraging them to walk out and to join the people on the streets. So for me, those are just my points, and viva, and I hope we see a better Kenya. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Leroy, for keeping time. I wish everyone could do this. Edwin, speak no more than 2 minutes, brother, please.
Thank you, Hero. Thank you, Cyprian, for giving me this a chance to just give a quick rejoinder to Ruto. And I want to call all of us to join on this struggle, because this is our time to liberate this nation. Ruto thinks that he has given us a lot of time, but we also think that we have given him a lot of time. Out of this, he has just wasted our time. He has just remained arrogant and is calling in for violence, and which we will show him tomorrow. We want to dance the last tune now, so that he can know that the people really have power. We will bring everything to stand still tomorrow. Our roads, everything, like hata hizo biashara zifunguliwe. We want just to show this man like he's just a man like any other. Equally, we have other men who can lead better than him. We will show him this tomorrow. And I call all of you, don't give up. Let us show up in numbers. Let us call off this government. Let them go home, because we don't have time for them. They have wasted us. They have stolen from us. And we cannot wait to take back what they have taken from us. We send them home, and then we start taking out what they have taken from us. So therefore, let us all join together. Let us fight for this. Let us fight for a better future. From tomorrow, I believe we shall now start seeing the fruits of our independence, where we have quality education, we'll have those better doctors attending to us, we have those better roads. I mean, all these things we have been denied. Like, we are being told like there is not enough to give us all these things, and we feel that this government has taken more than enough from us so that we can enjoy those things. Like They are taking more, they are stealing from us, and then they cannot provide even any essential service to us. Then again, they are the people turning arrogant to us. Haitakuwa the same. Haitakuwa the same. Let me just wait for tomorrow. I don't know what I will
Thank
do.
you so much, Edwin.
Yeah, let me wait tomorrow.
Thank you so much, Edwin. I go to Isaiah. Isaiah, if you're ready to speak, go ahead. I think he's not ready to speak. Terminator, go ahead.
Ni aje wasee, ni step hapa but natumia hiyo jina Terminator pia. Mimi naongea from Kayole karibu na Miango. Kwa hiyo river inakuwaga na huko chini. Nafanya job ya garbage collection. Na huyu msenge Ruto tulimkampenia asubuhi, mchana na usiku time ya campaign. Wakatu promise wagon. Kwa wenye wajui wagon ni mikokoteni hizi za chuma hizi. Wakatu promise hadi wa leo hatujaiona kitu. So kuna venye tunashuku kuna corruption kaliingililia hapa katikati tujapata wagon zetu. So si huku chini huku down hivi wase wamejam, wase wako na tension, wase wameamua kesho ni maandamano, tumejikusanya. Kuna wase wako na ndudhi, kuna wase watatembea hadi huko, unajua huku Kayole, Miango na huko si mbali na JKIA si mbali. So wase wameamua kesho mtokee maandamano, msiogope. Kama mtu wako area anaogopa, ani inbox tunaweza organize, tumejikusanya na union yetu ya wase wa garbage. Kesho tunafika maandamano. Ruto must go and the time is now. Vijana tumeamua, kama mimi ni millennial, ex Gen Z, but niko na mbogi yangu ama Gen Z pia huku, wanajua kenye kinaendelea, wamepata story ya minerals, wase wamejaa mbaya sana. So nafikiri hii ni awakening, hakuna mtu anafaa kuachwa nyuma. Juu ni future watoi wetu, hii ni future yetu, na tuelezee pia maparo zetu home wajue kenye kinaendelea Kenya. Hii political class wametubeba ufala for long, na inafaa wajue tumeamka na tumefunguka macho, na kesho please usibaki nyuma. Kama wewe ni kijana, kama unajali kuhusu Kenya, please tokea maandamano. Mimi sina mengi, ni hayo tu. Thanks mazee for this chance. Haikuwagi rahisi kupatiwa mic kwa space, but nashukuru sana.
You're welcome, Terminator. Hapa hakuna ubaguzi yoyote. You're welcome any day. Let's go to Elvis Tom. Speak.